Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi, and today we're going to talk about Ghana Black Stars players Osman Ibrahim, who has made a switch to Brighton and Hove Albion from FC Nordsjælland, is set for a season-long loan. Yes, a lot of us were expecting him to stay in the English Premier League, and it does bring down the number of Ghanaian players in EPL to 8. We had 9 players initially. Osman Ibrahim is set for a season-long loan. We'll get more details on that. We're also going to talk about Abdul Fattah Isahaku and his Leicester City side. He's excited and ready to go. Ransford Yeboah connects Duffer, talks about his fine form. But as usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it and talk first of all about the forward Ransford Yeboah connects Duffer. He has revealed the secret to his early season form. If you've not been following, Yeboah connects Duffer has scored 3 goals in 2 matches in the Bundesliga 2 this season, and it's been great for him. Connect Duffer made his debut for the Ghana Black Stars. Unfortunately, was thrown in his first African Cup of Nations in our first game versus Cape Verde, and things did not go according to plan. It was an unfortunate incident in terms of how he performed and everything. But Ransford Yeboah connects Duffer did not do well. Since then, he's not been called into the Ghana national team and he has struggled with form. However, this season, it has been a different story. Ransford Yeboah connects Duffer is in amazing form. The Black Stars forward is obviously pleased with the blistering start to the season in the Bundesliga 2. He netted his 3rd goal of the campaign in Hamburg's second game of the season during their 1-1 draw against Hertha Berlin. Now, despite giving his side an early lead, Hamburger failed to maintain the lead as Jonjo Kenny netted with 4 minutes left to salvage a point for the visitors. This is what he said: "We dominated the game in the first half, both on the ball and defensively. Were a bit more passive in the second half and maybe concentrated too much on holding on to the 1-goal advantage. We've learned a lesson from this and we need to do better the next time. It's disappointing that we couldn't get over the line today. About 4 points is okay, even if we'd obviously rather have 6. Meanwhile, the striker gave credit to his manager for trusting him with leading the attack at the start of the campaign. I'm pleased with the faith the gaffer has put in me and want to pay him back with performances. It's great that I'm developing as a player through gaining more experience," he concluded. So the confidence the coach has put in him as a player is what is helping him thrive right now in the league at the start. 3 goals in 2 matches. It's great start to the season for Ransford Yeboah connects Duffer. He could be in the run-in. He could be in contention for a place in the Ghana national team ahead of that game between us and Angola and then Niger subsequently. We'll never know. We'll see how that one unfolds, and we'll see how he does in the ensuing season as he's got off to the best possible start. My next story has to do with Osman Ibrahim, a great signing for Brighton and Hove Albion. And Osman, we're excited to all see him play in the Premier League. But news coming in is that he will spend the whole season with Feyenoord. And it is a familiar path that Brighton does with the new signings that they get into the team. Now, the Brighton and Hove Albion have agreed to loan Osman Ibrahim to Dutch Eredivisie side Feyenoord. Obviously, it could be because the playing time for him at his current club, that's Brighton, will not be assured. And with competition in his position, it's best as a young and upcoming player to get regular playing time. And he will only get that probably at Feyenoord. The 19-year-old Ghanaian who joined the club from Danish side FC Nordsjælland on a 5-year deal this summer was part of the Premier League preseason squad and made a couple of appearances. However, in a move to further his development, Osman will spend the season at Feyenoord. According to Fabrizio, the loan move does not include a buy option, and Brighton will cover Osman's full wages. It means they do not at any point want him to leave the club. Probably just a way to help him get much playing time. He's set to undergo a medical today with an official presentation scheduled for Wednesday. Osman impressed during his time in Denmark, where he recorded 6 goals and 7 assists in 26 games. His loan move to Feyenoord is seen as an opportunity for him to gain valuable experience, similar to the development paths taken by Brighton players Karu Metuma, Simon Adingra, who is now an amazing player, and an AFCON winner and AFCON Young Best Player. They all benefited from these loan spells. Getting playing time gives you more confidence as a youngster, and it helps you improve your game and better your game. Basically, that's what Brighton and Hove Albion want him to achieve. I think it is achievable if you look at the grand scheme of things. Osman Ibrahim is a promising player. This is not a downgrade for those who were disappointed when the news broke. I think it is a path in the right direction, a step in the right direction for him and his development. Talk about Nico Williams, the brother of Iñaki Williams. He has been given a new jersey. His move to Barcelona has fallen through. It did not go to Barcelona, and he is staying put at Athletic Bilbao. Or Iñaki Williams' brother, he has been given the number 10 jersey, Williams Jr. with number 10 for them. I'm proud to get the number 10 from Munian and to make history, he said. And meanwhile, Barcelona could end their pursuit of the forward following this new development. It is what it is. Barcelona could not get him. They have to settle for Olmo, who is also a Euro winner. And we'll see what happens in the future. Will Williams Jr., that's Nico Williams, regret this decision, not joining a club like FC Barcelona? Do you think Barcelona are of the same pedigree as they used to be? They've not been able to attract such a young player from Athletic Bilbao. We'll see what happens in the future. I wish Nico all the very best. This new jersey number 10. The Ghana under-20 side, the Black Princesses, started training yesterday in Accra and played a friendly in which they lost 3-1. They are set to take part in the under-20 Women's World Cup. It's kicking off on the 31st of August. Ghana will take on Austria and Japan in their group before they will know if they can make it out in knockout phases. We've been at 7 World Cups. This is the 7th one in a row. The last 6, we have always been eliminated from the group stages. The first and most important task will be to get out of our group, because we've not been able to do it for the past, if I'm not mistaken, 6 times we have been at it. So the under-20 girls know what is at stake. We've spoken to the coach. He needs support. He's called on support for the team from fans, especially when they were in Cape Coast, and he hopes that they can deliver and do what the fans want, and that is to get out of the group stages, make it to the knockout phases, and see how far they can go. The Black Princesses will be our key players. Hopefully they do make it in time for the tournament on the 31st of August. They will start their campaign on the 2nd of September before playing again on the 5th, and then finally on the 9th of September. So we'll be following them closely, and we'll be updating you accordingly. The Ghana National Women's Under-20 side, the Black Princesses. I'll end with Abdul Fattah Wisaku, who is looking forward to the new season. He will be with Leicester City in the Premier League, and he says he's looking forward to the season. He cannot wait to get started. And talking about the season, it starts this Friday. Friday Night Football kicks things off for the Premier League. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on everything here. Abdul Fattah Wisaku ready to go. Osman Ibrahim, unfortunately, off to Feyenoord for more development. Unfortunate that he will not see him in the Premier League. but fortunate that there's not a there's no buy option in the loan deal, which means that he could be back sooner rather than later. Maybe the next year we'll see him regularly in the Brighton team. We'll also be talking about the Black Princesses. They are ready to go. Accra, yesterday they played a friendly where they lost 3-1. And Ransford Yeboah connects Stuffer. Thanks his coach. The confidence placed in him is what has led him to perform so well. 3 goals in 2 matches. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.